So before reading this book, I knew the story of Medusa. So there are various versions of Medusa that I've read over the years. Two are Greek mythology versions and one is a Roman version. However, in all versions, Medusa was a priestess for Athena, or of Athena's temple, who was taken advantage of by Poseidon and ultimately turned into a Gorgon, and a Gorgon with powers to turn men into stone. So the book does have, just for trigger warning, the book does involve SAN of Poseidon, which is a an older man, a god, against a young woman. In this version of Medusa, she is 17 years old. So yeah, that's where I start. So the book was written well. It stayed true to one of the Greek versions that I know of. However, I wish some things were different about the book. For one, I don't know why the book is advertised as an adult novel because I thought I read somewhere or heard videos that this is Ayana Gray's first adult novel. I don't know how it's an adult novel when the main character is only 17 years old. That's one thing. The second thing is I wish the book had multiple POVs. It would have been nice to have POVs from Athena. It would have been nice to have POVs from Amphitrite, which is Poseidon's wife. Like there are two important times in the book where Amphitrite noticed she noticed what was happening once with her husband when he was starting to eye Medusa, and then when Medusa was turned into a monster, she also felt sympathy for Medusa. So I think those two times would have been great times to have POVs for Amphitrite. There should have been at least three important POVs from Athena when Athena recruited Medusa, when incident happened with Apollonia, and when Athena turned Medusa to a Gorgon. Those three times should have been great POVs from Athena. I wished the book didn't spend so much time talking about Medusa's life in Athens, and then little talking about Medusa's life post being a Gorgon. I think it should have been flopped. We should have been able to see a transition that Medusa had to go through in order to become comfortable with her new being of a Gorgon. We didn't see that. I wish the book would have ended in a way where we felt that Medusa was vindicated. That didn't happen. Sorry for the spoiler. And I wish that her death would have been more detailed. It was only a few sentences. Like her death should have been a chapter more so than anything else. And before I actually read this book, I saw lots of videos of people saying that it fell short, but I'm not really sure what they were expecting. And so the book pretty much, the most of the book is the build up to what happens. It shows you various things like how predators, how they decide how they decide who to prey on. Like I think for Medusa, a lot stood out for her in the fact that she was mortal. The fact that her father and mother weren't available as parents, so she didn't have that protection that she should have had. She stood out for various reasons as easy prey for Poseidon, and you can see all that throughout the book. You can see how he said the right things, did the right things, how he got her emotionally attached to him, how he wanted her more so reliant on him for things.